too much would be a Ganymede. However, we do see that Chung in here. Let's go for the bans. First turn goes to the Cookie. AoE strips, does not manage to land it on the Kinky. Is that going to be troublesome? I'm not entirely sure. Very interesting interaction with the Rakuni moving right after that. We can place that Oblivion on the Josephine. If there's stuns coming out right now, Josephine is going to be like, sorry, I'm Oblivion. But what can this Van Cliff do? Also, definitely a unit we do not see too much, but that is a very interesting unit that has potential for quite a bunch of stuns. Only landed 2 stuns though, but they're multiple turn stuns if I'm not mistaken. I'm not entirely sure. Riley was also reset. So Riley skill 4 does give a little bit of protection right now. Now the big question is going to be Nice Smicer. Can you kill off that Kinky or any other unit before something happens? We have nice strips coming up once again.
Well, it is impossible.
Yeah, there's a few units on the battlefield of Summoner's War that have the potential for a 1v4, but Liver does know that the Riley is not one of them, and therefore we have the victory to Nicer Smicer.
That one from you, say. You're not playing this year, so he's going to use your unit.
I must say I'm not too sure about the Gianna pick in here, but it's definitely an interesting one. But the big question is going to be only working right now.
Is he going to try and get rid of the hand? Oh, stays alive.
We had that crit from the Hey Gang. Normally doesn't have that much crit rate, but still by the sliver of health, guys. That's why you get those extra grinds in there. That little bit percent. And actually through the glancing, manages to dispose them.
3 stuns! What is happening here?
And this is looking very favorable for Lufia right now.
Wow,
Skill 2.
We go. We're done.
And Ismo knows it. Ismo, I would have liked to see the damage over there because that would have been insane. But we have the win for Lufia. For Sapien to land his skills, but I'm not too sure if I would like the Hey Gang best in slot right here. Bans, however, respecting that Juno definitely wise, but also respecting that Cigar with the pushback. Let's see what it does. The strip actually went through. Can we have the silence going on? We have a strip and a stun and a silence, but we can spread that with the Tomoe, so that's a very nice play right there, and potentially a lot of pushbacks as well. But after doing all of those skills, like what are you gonna do after? It's gonna take quite a while for actually skills to go through. We do have a proc. Bella, you want to have that on the Oliver. Let's see, Salah, what can you do? Once again, stunners. There's so many stunners going around.
Wow, there's so much glancing on Bella every single time she's taking a turn as well. Here's
and this is going to be a full spat.
Oh my god, that's why Juno is banned.
Definitely, that's why Juno is banned. And there's a full karma on the whole team right now. And Sapien is like, I'm not really playing this game. I'm not really participating. Hanselot is in the driver's seat. He's going left. Sapien has to follow. Hanselot's going right. Sapien has to follow. All of these units keep getting stunned, being... Today we're going to respect that Shizuka, so there's less potential for that full outspeed. Moving into Han, so do you go for that? Masha does not land the armor break. However, our Han has a lot of damage potential. Do we have armor break early on? Armor break on the first hit, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of damage actually goes for that procer, and that's going to be a dismounted Masha right from the get-go.
Oh,
wait, it took a full turn? I thought it took a full turn. It's actually possible with all of the cycling that a Verdehal plus a Smicer can potentially do.
Yeah, Smicer's putting out a lot of silences on the other side of the field as well, right, say?
Yeah, that's a lot of silences, a lot of bombs, a lot of everything going around. I do think that Rakuni doesn't really care too much about it, but it really depends on how do you manipulate the HP bars of the enemy side. Because the Rakuni only tends to cleanse. Ooh, so much damage on the Verdale potentially. Almost damage is 16k. That's a very tanky Verdale. He decides like, sorry, I also have to leave the battlefield. This is the end of the line. This is my 0 HP moment. And that is going to be a win. The turnaround for Nicer Smicer.
Wow, Nicer Smicer. Smicer came into huge effect right there, right?
And on the other side, you could go for the Han or the Bella ban, but banning that Praha definitely seems favorable as well. I think the Cigar and the Finesse are not really too much feared on the side for Smicer at all. We do actually go for a Cigar ban. Interestingly enough, soon with a lot of damage, probably once again tumbling down that much.
Well, let's see how much damage Bella actually does do in the end. With the burst, kind of 5k on the first hits, and I couldn't quite see the other hits, but she's pretty much dismounted. Yeah,
she's definitely dismounted, but also keep in mind, the Han has to be stunned right here, because the Han has the skill 3. On skill 3, once again, can do a lot of damage. You could decide... Oh! He goes for...
curse.
That's not a commentator curse. Actually, the chance of a skill 1 stunning is reasonably high. I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm pretty sure it's above 50, so definitely something that you do want to see at that moment, just to control that one unit. However, on Nicer Smicer's side, you're kind of on the back foot right now. Yeah, Raccoon is trying, but Raccoon is really trying, like, okay, I can be the support, I can heal us, and you have to do, like Verdale, you have to do the damage, you have to start killing things. And then Pra's on the field saying, like, okay, you can do some healing, I can do some healing, we have that speed buff, my units actually have speed scaling because of additional damage artifact, do even more damage, and that is the victory for Lufia.
Taking our Wusa and Raccoon here, and we've got that speed lead from Ham.
Break whatsoever. Next unit to move is that Praha.
We do get the defense break as well. Praha coming through, deciding to go into Shan with a prop.
That's a lot of damage, 3k per hit on that armor break. Those are some very good artifacts, and that's actually showing a lot of potential with all of those units being provoked. Cool time increased at some point, because the moment it starts proccing more on that Vio turns, it's definitely dangerous. But in the end, Nicer Smicer knew, like, okay, I had a bunch of units off the field already. The units were not looking too lively, and this is actually a very well played draft by Nicer Smicer and very well played. And we're going to see the victory on his side. He was the 2-0 up. He had to go 2 more rounds, being on the back foot, not really finding his comfortable spots, but now he has that victory. Nicer Smicer. Nice.
Wow, we go in with Pink Road.
I do think it is going to be the match of how well can you control the Douglas, but once again we have seen that Sekhmet not landing her 3rd skill. It's so crucial that she keeps landing those 3rd skills. Plus you have the potential right now, you can boost up the Sagar can reset the Robo, and that makes this game look very difficult already.
Does get a provoke as well, also on the Raccoonian Sekhmet. Oliver's looking okay, but Dooman's going to be coming very soon, say.
Yeah, the Dooman is probably attempted to land that on the Raccoon. Does he go for the Raccoon? You can't see. Goes for the Sekhmet, interestingly enough. The moment you kill the Raccoon, you get rid of pretty much all of the potential. However, it is interesting to go for that Sekhmet because the Sekhmet has that attack, break the rivers. Let's see how much this Douglas actually hits for. And from there, we're gonna go probably into the next round.
Exactly, we've taken the win for Hanselot.
Going to outspeed units that are on the 33 lead.
This is everything else, and Monkey's going to start taking turns, say.
Yeah, the Monkey's gonna start taking turns, but in this case we do have that Lima, but Lima is actually controlled right now by the Oliver.
Oh, big strip to get that for Oliver.
Yeah, definitely. This is going to be pretty much in the favor of Pinkroyd right now. The big question is, can that Salah actually keep stunning the right units? But the moment that units are dropping to that Oliver, to that Meo Wang, this is looking very favorable for Pinkroyd in this moment.
It is, because Salah's going to be gone. Wow, Pinkroyd coming through against Hanselot, who showed a very brave effort. But there we have it. Pinkroyd has secured his place through to the Europe Cup.